Do you want to start us?
Yeah, why not? All right. Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our Top Hat on Campus event. Very excited about just our new partnership with Top Hat, offerings that we're able to have across campus and the impact that that can have for our students and our faculty in teaching and learning across the university. So really excited to share some teaching and learning resources that we have here at the University of Oklahoma for you today.
Momentarily. Yeah. I don't even know where there we go.
All right. So now we're ready to introduce who we are. So I'll let you.
Hi, I'm Geneva Murray. I'm the Senior Associate Director for Teaching in the Center for Faculty Excellence, and this is
Kevin Buck. I am the Assistant Director for our Learning Spaces team, working in the Information Technology departments. So our IT Learning Spaces team is really here to help you with your academic technology components and the how-to components of that. How do you use those tools? Where do you need to click to accomplish the things that you are trying to get done? We provide the technical support and expertise to really help you resolve any technology issues that you may be having in your class or work through any different challenges that you may have, whether that's implementing new solutions or figuring out how to do something new in one tool that you might already be familiar with. We also want to help you enable just implementing your academic vision to enhance the learning experience for your students.
And so I'm located within the Center for Faculty Excellence. We are a concierge one-stop shop for faculty on campus. So while I oversee the teaching team with my colleague, Dr. Hong Lin over here, the Center for Faculty Excellence offers a whole lot more as well. So within our area, we also have research and creative activities that supports faculty as they're preparing for grant applications. We have a writing coach that supports people with writing. We have community engagement, which helps folks who are trying to make connections in the community, both for grant applications, if you're thinking about that larger reach, but then also specifically in regards to teaching, if you're wanting to use community engagement as part of your teaching and learning experience with your students. And so we house all of these areas. The teaching team specifically, which I represent, provides your pedagogical support. And I'm really happy that we do work in partnership with IT, where they provide the tech support, but we can help you with that pedagogical, why am I doing it this way? And so that's really what we're there for. We do this through a lot of workshops. We also have things available online, and we'll talk with you a little bit more here in a moment as to what those look like, but we really want to be present for you in whatever way you have the capacity for. So if that's coming to our workshops or checking out our Canvas courses, we're also available for one-on-one consultations. And a lot of those happen with Dr. Lin. And then I'm also available to talk with people as well, so you can sort of get different perspectives. We also have book clubs, and we're really grateful to Bazell Library, who has historically purchased some books so that we have e-texts available for folks who are joining that. So our emphasis is really on the pedagogical approach. How can we help you make your teaching most effective and really improve the learning outcomes for your students in the classroom? Oh, this is our website. If you go to this website, I'll tell you a little bit here more in a moment as to what all you can find. But I hope that you all can explore this a little bit on your own devices. I'll pause while you load it. All right.
And then for Learning Spaces, here is our website as well. I am going to just overview quickly some of the tools that are available at enterprise level for the university. So from the Learning Spaces side, I'm primarily supporting a lot of our enterprise instructional technology tools. We also do support in Norman for centrally scheduled classrooms and then assisting with our computer labs and printing. So on that instructional technology side, I know we spent a lot of time talking about Top Hat today, but we've got a whole portfolio of tools there that both of our teams are able to assist you with, advise you on, help you brainstorm any ideas on how you can really leverage these in your teaching and learning. And so I think everybody's familiar with Zoom at this point, so probably don't need to touch on that one. But we also have LinkedIn Learning available for professional development, a number of different courses and videos in there. Integrates really great with Canvas, so you can actually assign those videos and playlists and see how your students are completing those. We've got Qualtrics for data collection, and then Kaltura and MediaSite for our video platforms. So all of these integrate really well with Canvas to give you and your students a really great, just seamless, unified experience as they're going through all of these different tools here. Then recognizing it is technology, so it does break sometimes. Sometimes you have issues. There might be questions. So just want to highlight our support resources. So itsupport.ou.edu, 405-325-HELP, whether you are in Tulsa, Norman, or Health Sciences, you can call that phone number and that will route you over to service desk to be able to get support. We also have an online knowledge base that has a lot of great help articles and additional information in there as well to help you get started with some of these tools.
So we do have a number of professional development opportunities, and we're going to talk about some of the things that IT Learning Spaces and the Center for Faculty Excellence sort of offer together or in support of one another. And then we'll talk more specifically about some of the resources that CFE offers as well. But I want you all to save your date. So on September 27th, we have SLATE, which is the Symposium on Learning, Assessment, and Teaching Excellence. I know that there is a lot of things that people are thinking about when it comes to generative AI. And while we had a wonderful presentation this morning, you might have some additional questions about how faculty are implementing it here at the University of Oklahoma. And if I could just say, the wonderful Janelle is going to be presenting at SLATE to talk a little bit about her usage of generative AI. So it's going to be a really wonderful day. The focus of SLATE this year is on teaching and learning in the digital era. So in addition to conversations about generative AI, we're going to be talking generally about how you can build connections with students using technology. I think so often we fear that students are losing that connection when they're hidden behind a screen. We're going to be talking with students about what you can do to use that screen to build some community in the classroom as well. We really encourage you to attend. This event is sponsored by the Office of Academic Assessment, and then the Center for Faculty Excellence has been co-sponsoring it in regards to planning. If you go to the OU website for events, you'll find the registration. An easy way to find anything that CFE is offering is if you go to the CFE website and click on events, you're going to see all the CFE events. And so I do encourage you to explore that. If you all register soon, you'll get breakfast and lunch.
All right, one of the other events that we work on collaboratively is our Academic Technology Expo. So this is our event that's been going on for over a decade now, which is a little surreal to say. It takes place just before the start of the spring semester. More info will be coming soon on this, but really for the Academic Tech Expo, we want to showcase all of the innovative ways that our faculty are using technology across the university, whether that be with some of those enterprise instructional technology tools or tools that they have gone out and found and adopted that have really improved their ability to teach and engage with their students. We'll be sure to also showcase a lot of the developments that we've had from the tools that we do provide, a lot of AI components being released within there. And so probably not surprising that our theme for the Tech Expo is going to be focused around AI. And so save the dates coming up. So January 9th and 10th. Our Thursday event is going to be a fully virtual event this year. And then on Friday, we will be on campus at the Oklahoma Memorial Union in Norman, and really look forward to seeing everybody. So we'll have some save the date communication coming out soon. We'll also have some call for proposals. So really would be interested to see and hear all of the innovative things that y'all are doing in your courses and give you an opportunity to share those with others at the university.
So in regards to the Center for Faculty Excellence's teaching team, we do offer a host of workshops. And so if you go to the teaching page that we shared just briefly earlier, our website, but you can also find it by Googling CFE OU teaching. And if you click on our teaching and workshop section, you're going to see a long list. What is good to know is that the week before the semester starts, we always have our teaching preparedness week. So that's going to be when you see our really foundational workshops, including how to build rapport with your students to help increase their commitment and motivation in your class. We also have a syllabi writing workshop. We are also offering a pedagogical approaches to Canvas. So as we talk about all of these great technologies, what is the rationale for using them and when? And I want to give a shout out to Mika, who also came and hosted some hours at the Center for Faculty Excellence for us at the start of the semester. And so there's lots of great opportunity to get involved those ways, but also during the semester as well. One of the workshops that we have coming up is about how to create assignments that minimize stress for you and your students. So talking about that transparent design, which is really important so that we can minimize, as Sharad was talking about earlier, the number of emails that you're getting with asking lots of questions that could just be answered with a really intentional assignment design. So that's on Monday. If anyone's interested, I do encourage you to go ahead and register for that. But then, like I said earlier, we really want to meet you all where your time and capacity allows you to. And so we have been developing and are continuing to develop a lot of asynchronous sessions that you can participate in through Canvas. We're also hoping to create these in a way that sort of model innovative uses of Canvas and some of our other tools as well. The first one that I really want to highlight is our generative AI module. Some of you all might have registered for this last year. Just know that at the end of July, start of August, there was a huge retooling of that module. And so there's lots of wonderful resources available, including how our faculty have been using generative AI in their teaching practices, how they've used it to gamify aspects of their classroom, and then also what they're doing to incorporate generative AI into their assignments. And so if you're looking for some examples, that's a great place to go. If you're also trying to figure out how you can minimize misuse of generative AI in the classroom, we also have a lot of guidance on that, including sample syllabi language and how you can really lean into so many of the things that Dr. Cohen talked about earlier of intentional design and leaning into student motivation to get students to really invest in your course. Something else that we've noticed people have been trying to do a little bit more in response to the increase of availability of generative AI is to rethink how they're getting their students out and moving on campus. And so we do, with community engagement, have this other Canvas module called Integrating Campus Events into Your Course, which talks about how you can intentionally utilize on-campus events to help you achieve your learning outcomes. And that also helps with just community embeddedness for the university as a whole, that students see how they can get involved in campus in different ways. So I do encourage you all to check those out. But we also have other ways that if you have a little bit more time, allow for some community building among faculty as well. We have the Duet Fellow Program, which is a pedagogical partnership. Pedagogical partnerships recognize the strength and value that students can add to understanding the teaching and learning process. And so through a grant with HHMI, we actually have students that are paired with faculty throughout the semester. They will observe your class. They will enter into reflective conversations with you every week for an hour. And then our faculty who are participating in the program also meet on a bi-weekly basis. And because of the grant, we are able to also pay faculty who successfully complete the program $500. We also have teaching squares. It's non-evaluative observations of peer faculty, and then these other sorts of cohort experiences as well, like our inclusive STEM teaching cohort, No Bounds, et cetera. But I really want to plug our consultations. Please reach out to us, Dr. Hong Lin. You can find our consultation page on our website. I request an appointment, and that way we can provide you with individualized support as well.
All right. So on the IT side, we've got a few things coming up. We have just wrapped up the bulk of our back to school training and workshops, had numerous things over Canvas, MyMedia, Zoom, and Top Hat as well. But coming up, kind of an extension of the Academic Technology Expo is our Academic Tech Fridays event. Surprise, you're kind of at one right now, so it's the first Friday of September. But we will officially kick off the series in October. So Friday, October 4th, we'll be having a hypothesis overview. So this is a collaborative annotation tool that is available for purchase within courses. And then in November, we're going to be having a featured deep dive on Canvas. Don't know if it's fully finalized, but I think the rumor is we may be looking at outcomes for our November event. And then as we get into December and are wrapping up the semester, want to make sure that we're helping you finalize your grade book, reviewing all of those details, and then help you with submitting those grades over into the student information system. We do have a couple workshops coming up on Qualtrics. So we've got our survey flow, workflows, and reports, really much more just getting started with Qualtrics. And then on Monday, we've got our data dashboard and AI tools, so covering some of the new capabilities and functionality functionality that Qualtrics has released there. Highlighted just our calendar sites. I think we both use the OU calendar tool pretty heavily for all of our events that are upcoming. So again, this calendar.ou.edu site and looking at those upcoming events is a really great way to see the upcoming workshops that are available. So two more that I want to highlight, mostly because these are really our most used options. And so again, I think Geneva has hit on the consultation aspect. That really seems to be one of the most beneficial engagements that we have with faculty. And so that is something that we are more than happy to do. And we can do that, whether it be just general brainstorming on maybe you've got an idea for something you want to implement in your course, but you're not sure which tools you need to use or what you need to do within some of those tools. And so we can help connect on that. Or if you got a pretty good idea of what you need to accomplish, you're just not sure, the specific tools or areas that you need to go through to accomplish that, then we're more than happy to help enable you for that. And so by going to this link here, you can pick a date, pick a time, schedule 30 minutes one-on-one with one of our instructional technologists, and they'll be more than happy to help brainstorm and kind of guide you through that process. And the second link here is going to be just for our Norman faculty, but we are also able to provide a similar capability in our classroom. So for our classroom technology, if you're teaching in a new space, or maybe you have an idea of something you want to do in class and you're not sure if the technology will support that, we offer a faculty assist service. So you can go to this link here that will give you the ability to request a date and a time to meet with somebody. Typically, we recommend about 10 minutes before class. One of our AV technicians will actually come out, meet you in that classroom, and can review that technology with you and make sure you're comfortable with that before you jump into your class.
We want to acknowledge that while we provide sort of the centralized teaching support on campus, there are a lot of other resources that you all have access to. So the Dodge Family College of Arts and Sciences online and academic technology services, while they only serve people within CAS who are teaching online, a lot of their resources are forward facing. And so if anyone's looking for some guidance on how to set up their Canvas course, et cetera, please do check them out. I use them every semester that I'm doing something different in Canvas. And they're just excellent. And then they also have a Canvas teaching tips that you can sign up for. And then you get like Tuesday tips with notes about fun things in Canvas. There's also the K-20 Center. And while this works with K through 20, I mean, like they have great resources. And I was playing around on their website yesterday and was learning a little bit more about some virtual learning stuff that they have available. They also have instructional strategies. So if you're interested in learning more about active learning, everything that they have, you could modify to work within higher education. And so I just really encourage you all to utilize them as well. And then
for OU Health Sciences, we have our Office of the Vice Provost for Academic Affairs and Faculty Development. I just want to make sure that I highlight their Education Grand Round series. These are typically monthly events that they host for development on different topics. I know, again, there's an AI one coming up, I believe, in October. And so just want to highlight those, egr.ouhsc.edu, and can see those different upcoming events there.
And we'd love to hear from you. If you have questions, if there are things that you feel like we need to know that you are looking for, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, so the question was, do we still have access to Lynda, now LinkedIn Learning? So it essentially has gone through a rebranding. So Lynda was purchased by Microsoft a few years ago. It has been rebranded as LinkedIn Learning, but the underlying platform and kind of capabilities are very, very similar, kind of same capabilities within there. So we do still have enterprise licensing available on that to everybody at the university.
And I'll actually just give a shout out for LinkedIn Learning. I often get faculty who are trying to figure out how to make their course material accessible digitally for students with accommodations. And ADRC has great resources. I really encourage that you reach out to them or look at the resources that they have posted online. The LinkedIn Learning also has some excellent PDF remediation sessions that really helped me figure out how to do complex tables. I'm very proud. So I really encourage you all to use that one.
Yeah, it's another great option as well. Just if there's a specific piece of software or process or something that you're looking to teach in your course, I encourage you to go to LinkedIn Learning and search and see what all is available within there, because it may help you to save some time as it comes to creating any materials, creating any resources for your students. You might be able to link to some of those LinkedIn Learning resources just directly for them.
If you all have any questions, you can tell that we are really keen on consultations. Yes. Please.
Sign up on the library website, and it's kind of related to
Yeah.
you have any questions.
So for those of you participating online, Open Educational Resources, there's a great team that supports folks who are interested in developing those on campus. If you go to Bazel's Libraries calendar on September 24th, you will find an event where there's an activity on to get you excited about Open Educational Resources that pays $150. Did I get all that right? Okay, good.
That's perfect. Well done.
Thank you. I really like OER, so it helps me to commit it to memory. She does a great job. Y'all should reach out to her. Okay,
All right.
please reach out for a consultation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. If you want, right. It's fine. Buddy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin and Geneva. So just closing out for today. So a couple of thank yous. Thank you so much to the OU Provost Office, OUIT, OUHSC, and the Center for Faculty Excellence. As Shashank mentioned earlier, months of planning went into this, and we could not do it without the great collaboration and partnership that we share with all of you. So really, really appreciate it and looking forward to keeping this going. I'd also like to thank our amazing panel members. So I know we still have Dr. Janelle Cavazos here. Thank you so much, Janelle. I'd also like to thank the team of top hatters. So we see you running around in the background. So thank you so much for helping out today. And then most importantly, thank you for all of you. Thank you for taking the time to join us, whether in person or virtually. We know it's a really busy time of the year at the beginning of the year. And we really hope that you're walking away from today with at least one thing that makes you think about the different ways and the different tools and resources that OU has provided to you to help you increase engagement and give your students an amazing learning experience. Last but not least, we're going to throw that QR code up one more time. Good, bad feedback, positive, negative. We want to hear ways to improve what you liked and what you didn't. So please take a couple of minutes to fill it out. And that is all. Thank you so much and have an amazing afternoon.
Oh. You might need to buy some of these.
I was just putting together a shopping